Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your monthly tarot advice video for the month of March. As always, please take what resonates and leave the rest, and if anything does happen to resonate, you'll have to let me know in the comments down below. And if you'd like to book an in-depth personal video reading with me, those are always linked in the description. We're going to give this one last real good shuffle for you, Aquarius, before we see what you need to know for the month ahead. Okay, we have some cards flipping out for us here. So we have the Page of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Whenever I see a page come out, I immediately want to tell you, be open to learning and listening. And I feel like this is very much in context with your emotions here, with setting boundaries. It's okay to understand that your feelings change, your emotions change, your mind changes, and thus your boundaries will change, Aquarius. There is nothing wrong with saying, hey, this boundary is no longer working for me, it's hurting, it's not right, and changing it. And if people aren't accepting of your changing you changing your boundaries, Aquarius, then it is okay to walk away from that. I also think it's important to say we have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck here, so I feel like you already have an inkling of this. You already know. You're pretty intuitive, Aquarius. But let's split the deck. I already split the deck, but I guess we're splitting it again, and we'll go ahead and see what we have coming out for you. So we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups, and finally we have the King of Swords. Interesting reading here. And again, always I do check the bottom of the deck. So we have the Emperor here. Interesting reading. Again, because all these came out, I put them in a similar line. I do believe you're trying to stay loyal to what you believe is right, what you think is right, what is in the best interest of everybody, not just yourself. But it is not selfish, again, to change your boundaries and to change your perspective, change your opinions as your feelings, as your mind changes. There is nothing wrong with that, Aquarius. So the Queen of Wands is the energy of the month, the theme of the month. I think this is you stepping into more confidence, doing things because, again, you want to do them, not because you think you should or other people are doing them, but because they feel comfortable to you. I think that's very important for you, is you stepping into comfort with your emotions, with your thoughts, with how you carry yourself, you know, dressing how you want to dress, not for other people. And again, if dressing for other people is how you feel confident, is how you feel your best, then why not do it? So for work, career, purpose, hobbies, projects, we have the Knight of Swords. Again, taking a charge, understanding that things change, your mind changes, and thus how you carry yourself in your projects will change. You know, maybe in the beginning, working long hours for every day was great, but now that no longer serves you. It no longer serves your project, it no longer serves your career. So changing that, pivoting that, there is nothing wrong with that. I think that is very much something you're learning here, and how you find success. If you want wish fulfillment, if you want success, attainment, alignment with your higher self, then you need to be moving in alignment. You need to be open to change, open to pivoting. We have the Nine of Cups here, and this is in position for relationships and love. This can be romantic, platonic, family. There's a lot of success. It feels like finally everything is lining up, everything is falling into place. It feels like something you're finally proud of. You want to show it off, and I think that's coming from finding that love within yourself here. Again, you have the Ace of Cups, and this is in home, family, personal life. So again, I think you're finally pouring into your own cup first. This is actually pretty similar to Capricorn's reading, so there might be some cross watchers, someone on the cusp here, or some Capricorn in your charts. You might want to check that video out. But the Ace of Cups, it feels like, again, you're finally filling up your own cup first. You're putting yourself first. You're thinking of yourself first. And then you're so full of love, you're so full of light that you can't help but overspill it into other people's cups, you know? But when you're always pouring from your own cup first, and you're not filling it first, then you're gonna end up with an empty cup. And people notice this. You become drained, you feel it. But again, when you fill your own cup first, when you put yourself first, when you change your boundaries, when you do what is right for you, things feel easier. There's more to give. That's the energy that I'm picking up on for you here. And for your advice, or your best way to navigate the month, we had the King of Swords. Again, I feel like this is just a maturity in your mind. You have the Knight of Swords here, where you're still learning, but you're getting better, you're maturing. And then you have the King of Swords here, where you've learned your lessons, you know how to wield the sword. You have the confidence in your mind and your thoughts that they will take you where you need to go, and that you don't second guess yourself. You know that you are not trying to misguide yourself here. I think that's a big energy for you. But we're going to go ahead and clarify these cards a little bit deeper to see a bit of a bigger image here of what might be going on. So we're going to start with the Queen of Wands as your current energy. How are you stepping into this bad, deep energy? Taking time for yourself. Again, it just feels like you're really putting yourself first this month. You know, you've been looking for help in everyone else, but when really you were the one that needed to help yourself here. And that is where you felt like you weren't moving. You felt like you were stagnating. You felt like things weren't changing, weren't getting better. Because I feel like you was looking for help everywhere else when really the answer was within you all along. And I feel like that's why you were struggling, because you was looking at all these outside sources when what you really needed to do was look inwards. We have the Knight of Swords again as for work, career, purpose. Let's clarify this a little bit deeper. We have the Lovers, so there could be a choice that really is a pivoting moment for your career here. The Queen of Cups, go with the emotional choice, the one that feels hard and difficult to make, the one that feels like it hurts the most. I think that's why the Queen of Cups is here, because you have to kind of just put emotions aside and choose the difficult option because it's the right one. The World. Moving on from chapters, finding closure when necessary, again being open to pivoting and changing. The Knight of Cups is for love, relationships. Let's see, we'll clarify this a little bit deeper, please, Spirit. The Ten of Pentacles and the Tower. It's almost like you know what you want, you're just struggling to get there. And it feels like every little shake feels like the tower's gonna crumble. It feels a lot. It feels like the Queen of Cups. It feels too much to handle in your own cup. So you close it off and you don't let anything in and you don't let anything out and you don't even look at it. You just close it up because it all feels too much. Your emotions aren't too much, not for you and not for the right people, Aquarius. For home, family, and personal life, we did get the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. You're gaining clarity in your mind and your emotions. Understanding the limitless potential that you have on how to deal with things, on what direction you will take. Clarify this Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords for me. We have the Six of Cups. It almost feels nostalgic. It feels like you're slowly sinking into past hobbies, past habits, because they make you feel good, because they're nostalgic, they remind you. It's like they're self-care for you. They are resetting your mind. They're helping you gain clarity, it feels like. It might be something silly like reading an old book that you used to love, watching your favorite TV show, or just, you know, doing your makeup how you used to do it to feel more confident in yourself. Dressing in an outfit that you always used to wear for a pick-me-up. That's what I'm feeling as that energy. But it feels like in your home and family life. So maybe starting like a family game night again, if that's something you used to do, hanging out with the people that you used to hang out with. It again, it is feel nostalgic, and that is, I feel like, the best way for you to fill up your cup here, Aquarius. For your advice and the best way to navigate the month again is the King of Swords. Trust your mind. It's funny. Oh, we have the Nine of Cups. That is where you have your wish fulfillment. That is where you have your success, is when you trust yourself, when you trust your thoughts. Just say the thing. You know, it's funny. You have the Ace of Swords coming out here, and you have the King of Swords. You have the beginning and the end of the suit. You have the whole journey ahead of you. You have all the steps. You know, it's fine. You'll get there. Trust the journey. Again, that is where you have your most success. King of Swords, again, just trust your thoughts. Say the thing is what I want to keep saying for you here. That is where you have the most positivity and success. This is a brilliant reading for you here, Aquarius. I hope you did enjoy it. That is all I have for you now. If you did enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. Thank you for watching this far. I truly appreciate you.